Welcome back to the Chick and the Duck podcast with myself, Rye, and my brother, Micah. And today we have a returning guest. You might know, you might not, but it's been a while. This is above me to the left is Tanner Allman.
Oh my gosh, wait. That's so cool.
who,
What's up, gamers?
who did that? Did you
It wasn't me.
did you
That was
do it?
not me.
Did it think it's your birthday or something?
I have no idea how that happened.
That was crazy. Anyway,
I'm using both my hands are in chat.
yeah, that's
That's
fun.
weird.
Well, that worked out great. I don't know. Discord's cool, I guess.
Wacky.
But yes, so today we got a good episode. We're gonna ask Tanner a bunch of questions here in a second. Talk about some things, pop culture. We're gonna try to give our hottest opinions about movies. And yeah, but Tanner, how are you doing? How's life? Explain who
Doing
you are.
good, bro. Yeah. I'm the boy, Tanner Allman. Went to college with Rye. I am a youth pastor and Dutch Bros barista. So I'm doing youth ministry in everything that I do. Sometimes it's with teenagers at church. Sometimes it's with teenagers in the drive-thru. That's really the only difference. Either way, we're laughing, having a good time, and I'm just kind of loving the way that God loves them. Huge nerd. More along the lines of like card games and Dungeons and Dragons rather than movies and film like these guys. But obviously, of course, nerdiness makes nerdiness, and so I have watched more than my fair share of movies. And I just enjoy all of it. Supposedly, there's supposed to be a Magic the Gathering TV show in the works. And once that's a thing, I will force Rye to watch it. And maybe I can get him to play Magic after that.
Someday.
But yeah, that's me in a nutshell. Huge nerd, guy who loves Jesus. Sometimes in that order because my priorities are messed up. Most of the time it's not. But hey, that's me in a nutshell, baby.
Nice. Do anything fun this week? Past week? It's been good. Working.
Yeah, work is always great. I'm very blessed with the jobs that I have. This last week, my friend broke my PC, so it's been a little bit of a whack week.
Yeah.
Made some new friends and played Magic with them last night. That was great.
It's lit.
Picking up heavy circles as per usual. Yeah, just another almond week,
There you go. Micah, how's your week been?
Yeah, pretty good. I always try to remember like what because we record and then I have like the rest of the day and then Tuesday and then I work pretty much and then Sundays obviously it's just football and church.
Football, baby.
Yeah, lots of football every week.
Lots of
always.
Let's go, Cowboys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go Vikings, but
that's funny.
You're a Cowboys fan?
Tim got me on the Cowboys train.
Oh yeah, you love Tim the Tatman. That makes sense.
I love Tim the Tatman. He got me on the Cowboys train.
That makes sense.
It's fair.
I don't love the Cowboys for the Cowboys. I love the Cowboys because Tim got me on that hype train.
That's
fair.
That's
pretty
funny.
We won't kick you off the podcast.
They got me 26 points in fantasy, so that's valid. Their defense.
Their defense is crazy.
What's his name? Zach Parsons?
Micah Parsons.
Yeah. Micah Parsons. Dude. Oh my god.
He's so good.
He's disgusting.
He's insane.
So.
But yeah, so I mean that what else happened? I mean they released the cups. Yep. You got them right there.
I do have them right there.
It's another Micah W.
Bought like 7 of them.
I know. I saw the picture. That was so funny.
We like went up to the window. I went with my friend Brighton Tanner. I don't know if you've met him before.
I haven't met him, but I've like seen him on podcasts before.
Oh yeah. So we we went and he bought one himself. And then I was like, hey, my brother made these, and the owner said that he gets 2 free. And like, oh, she was really nice. She's like, let me call him. Oh yeah, here's 2 free. And then I was like, and I'm gonna buy 4 more. Because my parents wanted to, I wanted one, his fiance wanted one, and so it was like your total is 108.65, and I was like, holy crap, this is so weird. But yeah, they're cool. People love them. So
Cups are sick, bro. Those cups are sick.
Yeah, thank you. Yep, seen a lot of people buy them, so I mean, it's pretty cool. That what day was that? Was yesterday? Is it the second?
yeah, it was yesterday, the first.
Yeah, it was yesterday. Yep. Wow, that feels like it was longer ago than yesterday.
That's funny.
That's weird. Yeah, other than that, working and designing. That's pretty much it.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I've been working the same. I preach on Sunday, so I have been working on a sermon with a little more care, I would say. Because I got to talk in front of the whole church. Micah, you know him, but I hung out with John Siebert, which is great. Love seeing him. And yeah, I mean, just lots of youth ministry stuff. I went and visited a student who was in the hospital because he had a surgery because he has no colon. He lost it last year, and then he had some surgery to take his small intestine and do some things with it. I couldn't fully explain it, but
dang, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
he lost his colon, and so he had like a bag like to go to the bathroom in, and then now he had a surgery to make it so he doesn't need a bag, basically. I think
W, no bag.
Yeah, some people like the bag. It's a whole thing. But yeah, so visited him, which is cool, and I don't know, Jenna. We had just been watching Harry Potter together, which is fun. We on Friday I did a lot of things. Saw a movie with my friend. We went and played pool. We went and visited Jenna at work, bagels, all this stuff. So been a busy week and football. Been watching. I mean, I'm watching. I got like my phone, like in church. I'm like holding it while I'm like singing. I'm like, did they score? Probably not a good example, but so yeah, that's my week. Nothing crazy. But Tanner, you're about to enter into the hot seat. We got some questions for you. We're just gonna
Elmo in the fire.
Rifle back and forth, and if you know, you know. If you don't, then you still gotta know. Our rule is you gotta answer it. But these are also not like outrageous either. So,
I'm an open book, bro. Ask me.
Huh?
I'm an open book, bro. Just go ahead and ask me.
That's actually very true. You're probably the most open book of anybody I've probably met. That's a compliment. What is your favorite movie?
Favorite movie, Treasure Planet. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy W.
A timeless classic.
Valid. Who do you main in Smash Bros and Mario Kart?
Smash Bros, Ganondorf all day.
Oh,
Mario Kart, Waluigi.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
That's valid.
Could you guess
Dude,
who I main in Smash Bros?
Kirby.
No. I feel like that's an insult.
I was about to say that. It is an insult.
I definitely did not mean that as an insult. Definitely not. Definitely not. Okay. Actually, who do you actually mean? Are we talking like the new Smash Bros for the Switch?
Yeah, that's the only one I play.
Okay. DLC characters or no?
I don't think so. I don't know Smash Bros enough. I don't think it's a DLC character.
Okay. You play either. I'm like running through the roster.
Yeah, right.
I could see you playing either Samus or Samus or Wolf?
Incorrect.
Who do you mean? Who do you
Huh?
mean?
Micah, do you
Who
know?
do you mean?
I think I've said it, but I don't know.
I remember you saying it, but I cannot remember.
It is. Oh, I think Tanner can still hear because
Yes, I can. I was just calling my name.
it is Ike. I mean Ike.
Oh yeah.
Dude, what a Chad! What a Chad!
Or
Horizontal recovery. Who is she?
or Captain Falcon.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was one of my guesses would be Captain Falcon.
So, but so Waluigi and Ganondorf, are yours. If you had a catchphrase, what would your catchphrase be?
Let's go!
Soup.
That's easy.
I thought
easy,
I
bro.
thought you were gonna say frick.
It's either Let's Go, Frick, or Poggers. Poggers has started coming back into my repertoire recently.
Yeah. You still watch Twitch?
Not as much as I used to.
I just learned yesterday. I mean, this will be funny for everybody here because we all used to play Fortnite heavily. They're having like a world championship again in Copenhagen.
Yes.
Like,
are they actually
2 weeks? Yeah. They have online qualifiers for every region, and then they're going to Copenhagen the 13th through the 15th of October for like a world championship. I just saw it. I was like, wow, I did not know.
Jeez.
Yeah, crazy.
I actually just saw like a trailer for that.
So wild.
Interesting.
I thought Fortnite died.
Yeah.
No, Fortnite's still like one of the top esports.
Died in my heart.
Yeah. If you could be any Disney character, who would you be?
Okay, so I just have to ask: is that like including like the new like since they've bought out Marvel and Star Wars, or is that just like classic Disney?
Disney animated.
Yeah, I like animated.
Disney animated. Okay,
Yeah.
Jim
Pixar.
Hawkins.
Huh?
Jim Hawkins, Treasure Planet. Just give me a solar surfboard and a sick haircut. What do you mean?
Like such a cool character.
It is a cool
Dope.
character.
But trying to think if there's like actually anyone else that I would want to be.
Mr. Incredible.
True. Nah, honestly, I think Jim Hawkins. Just
Yeah.
because I'd just be just a solar surf in space.
That'd be so sick. What is your favorite MCU show?
MCU show?
Have you watched any of them?
I watched like 3, and 2 of them I've finished. I finished Moon Knight. I finished WandaVision. I got halfway through Loki.
No, that's sad.
Loki's.
I know.
The ending of Loki's like so good.
I've heard the ending of Loki is actually one of the craziest things.
It's actually really good though for the question because everyone's easy answer is Loki.
Yeah.
Everyone goes straight to Loki.
I think my favorite's WandaVision. I loved WandaVision. It was so good.
I had so much hype during it.
Yeah, every week was like crazy.
Oh yeah.
It was such a fun. Oh, it was so good. I loved it.
Well, if you had to get a fictional character tattooed on you, who would it be and why?
You already have the Batman logo, so other than
other than that.
Yeah. Like we're talking like a portrait or like a style. Just like something like something correlated to the character.
Like an action figure, like a picture of him.
How about both?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true.
One abstract and one literally has to be like a picture.
It has to be his face or like his something like that.
I'm doing a Toa Tahu portrait with like a close up of like his mask and glowing eyes and that sort of thing, and it's like in a volcano because that would be sick. A reference to a fictional character. I would do. It's like one of these. I'm not gonna do Treasure Planet because I have like 6 Treasure Planet tattoos, and that feels like a copy. I would do. Gosh, that's a great question. I haven't thought this far. The rest of my tattoos that I have planned are like biblical and Bible. I haven't thought about like thinking about fun things. I would do maybe something Valorant related or Magic related. Valorant just because of the house that I'm in. Like me, Anthony, and Ethan, we play a lot of Valorant, and I feel like there could be some really sick design.
Oh, I'm sure.
Magic just because that's my number one hobby. I'd really like. There's a couple like iconic characters.
Yeah,
that'd be sick. I'm getting a tattoo in like 2 weeks. Getting a
I'm jealous.
Getting a $10 tattoo in Vegas.
That's so sick.
You know, like the Lion King like image of like the little baby Simba.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm getting.
That's gas.
So you have to pick from like a list.
Yeah.
What 3 items would you bring with you on a stranded island?
if you're stranded on an island, the island's not
Yeah.
stranded.
Yeah.
I'm bringing. I need to not go crazy. I'm bringing a Bible. I'm bringing. Is this like? Am I allowed to say like something ridiculous where I can be like, "Oh, my PC," but like I can't plug it in?
Bring what you want.
Yeah.
Bring what you want.
Okay. I'm bringing a Bible. I'm like looking around my room, seeing if there's anything else that I want to bring. A Rubik's cube. And I don't know, dude. It's like another thing that I have. A knife. There we go. Bringing a Rubik's cube, a Bible, and a knife.
I would have said a Wi-Fi router, a solar panel, and my computer. I got all of it in one. I'll make a knife.
Fair. You got me.
I'll make a knife.
What is an underrated movie everyone should watch?
Treasure Planet. Actually,
it's so valid though.
That's actually a fair. Yeah, that's a fair answer.
Yeah. Either that or Man of Steel.
Interesting.
That one's been popping up. That one's been popping up recently for me.
People hate that movie,
which is wild to me. I don't think it's going to be like. I don't think it should be critically acclaimed or anything like that. But I honestly think it's so much better than people give it credit for.
Yeah, I like it personally. I'm a fan.
Mm-hmm.
I also don't love like comics, so some people that like comics like hate it because like Superman doesn't smile and they made Batman. But whatever. I disagree. Although, what's interesting, the best take I've heard about Man of Steel is that in the comics and other movies, Superman's dad dies of a heart attack that teaches Clark that he can't save everybody, but in Man of Steel he dies in a tornado, which he can save him from. That makes no sense.
Yeah,
but
I don't like how they killed his dad.
Yeah,
it's very important to his character arc, but
it made a really funny scene though. When he was like,
it was.
Yeah,
he's like, no, it's fine.
Is that Kevin Costner, right?
It's just Kevin Costner. He just goes, he looks at him. He goes,
that's literally what it
is. It's like, what?
It's so weird. Oh, I love it. That's so good. What is your go-to wing flavor?
Either Parmesan garlic or mild buffalo. I'm not a huge spice guy, as you can say.
Same. Micah likes everything spicy.
I love spicy.
What's your go-to, Micah? I've asked you this before. I don't remember.
I mean, well, actually, interesting enough, it would depend. My go-to wing flavor might not be, it would vary because not every place is gonna have the same one. But I would do something definitely spicy, but like a fruity spicy. So like a mango habanero or like
Yes.
pineapple, like jalapeno, like that kind of stuff. If it's
I have
fruity
had
and spicy, I love it.
the mango habanero, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah. So that, I mean, and then if they don't have anything like that, then I'd probably go with like a honey barbecue with with a good
That's a
ranch.
oh, so good. All right, but the real question is boneless or bone in?
Depends on the mood.
And yeah, I think it depends on the place too. I think some places, boneless isn't as good as bone in, but
Yeah.
I usually get boneless because it's easier.
Yeah. I like Wingstop's bone in a lot. I used to love Buffalo Wild Wings as boneless, but they just suck in general now.
They've gotten better actually, but
Oh, dude,
yeah, they sucked for a while.
it was so. Though I just went to Buffalo like a month ago when we did the draft. Awful,
Really,
really bad. Like
the last 4 times I've done has been pretty great.
Well, I'm jealous.
Yeah. If you had your own late night talk show, who would you invite as your first guest and why? That's a loaded question.
It's a really wow. That's such a good question. Probably Henry Cavill and just talk everything nerdy. I would love to hear his view on Warhammer. Talk to him about World of Warcraft because I know so little about those, and those are things that I would love to like look into. And also, he's just like he's the nerd. He's like the nerd.
And he's like buff and handsome.
Exactly. He's like what I aspire to be. He's like what I aspire to be as a nerd.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay, so this is a two-parter. So your favorite hobby is Magic, right? The Gathering.
Yes, absolutely. Hands down.
Okay. How much money would you need to be paid
I know.
for you not to play Magic the Gathering for 5 years?
For 5 years?
Like anything related to it. You can't look at stuff. You can't watch videos about it. You can't do anything Magic the Gathering for 5 years. How much money would you need?
So I've been playing Magic for 10 years. So what if I just take half the money that I've spent on Magic? That's a lot of money. No one would ever pay me.
Well, in this circumstance, someone would pay you.
Geez, 5 years. Oh gosh. Probably minimum 2.5K.
I was thinking like
Minimum
50K.
2.5K.
It would take a lot of money for me not to do my favorite hobby. It would take so much money. But then again,
That's the thing.
How are you going to turn down $5,000?
Yeah, exactly.
You'd have to be more
probably
than I make in a year.
Yeah.
At least.
How much do I make in a year?
I also probably wouldn't do it.
I just wouldn't. I wouldn't take the deal. Like if they were to say 10K no Magic for 5 years, I still don't think I would.
If someone offered me 10 million, I might do it. But
what about 3 trillion?
Shut up. I'm not doing it. I mean, for 5 years, I'd take $3 trillion of not watching.
Let me think. Okay, probably 10,000. 10,000. I might consider 5 years.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Jeez, that's so.
Thankfully, no one's going to give you that much money to do that.
There are people who wish they could.
That's true.
just to get me to stop spending money on card stock.
It's true. It is very true.
What is a movie that didn't get a sequel that deserves it the most?
Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Are you a Snyder fanboy?
I'm not a Snyder fanboy. Like I don't think Snyder can do no wrong. I don't think that.
Gotcha.
Because I I don't think Man of Steel is the best of the best, but I think it's better than what people give it credit for. I don't love Batman v Superman. Did Snyder do Wonder Woman?
No. That was Patty Jenkins.
Patty Jenkins, which phenomenal movie.
The balloons are back.
The balloons are back.
But I feel like they were going towards like the Injustice arc for DC. And I love the Injustice comic series, and so I would have loved to have seen that.
For sure.
As a movie.
It's also a great movie. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
True. What superhero would you choose to have a movie made if it was in the style of Spider-Verse, TMNT, and Puss in Boots? So like you pick a superhero and it gets that style of movie.
Animation
style.
Yeah. Yo. All right, let me cook. I would love to see a Teen Titans movie with that style.
Sick. Yeah, I'm all for that.
Maybe like a little bit of like an older Teen Titans. That way we got like Nightwing.
So you're speaking Micah's language right there.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, like essentially Young Justice, make it a little bit like more serious, and I don't know. I feel like that would be sick.
It'd be so cool. That would be awesome. It'd be so good.
That'd be great. If you could be friends with one famous person, who would it be?
Either Post Malone or Brian Kibler. Post Malone just because he loves Magic, and I would love to play Magic with Post Malone.
That'd be very sick. Cool. He's also a
Brian
really nice
Kibler,
guy.
He's just such a good dude. Like did you hear about like the Magic tournament that he held? If you beat him, you won money.
No.
Okay, well he held a Magic tournament where if you beat him, you won money. But like I think it was like $1 million or something like that. Like some or no, it was $100,000. It was $100,000. And like it was literally like this dude who was like he had lost his job recently. His family had a bunch of medical bills, and like he was just like he was like, this is essentially one of the last few options I have to make some time to make some money for my family. And he played Post, and he beat Post legitimately. Like Post didn't throw, but Post was like he visited him and his family. Like he went and like gave him the money and like hung out with his whole family, played Magic with the family after the tournament, and just like kicked it with them. And it was so wholesome. It was so sick.
That's cool. Dope.
He's such a cool guy. He had a house in St. George, right, Micah?
Yeah.
He used to live in where we went to school.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Last one.
All right.
Who would you want to play you in a movie about yourself?
That's a good question. That's a really good question. Either Jacob Bertrand from Cobra Kai, or see, I want to say Henry Cavill because he's a nerd, but he's just way too attractive. I'll just go with Jacob Bertrand.
Nice. That's cool. That'd be great. I would love to see a movie made about all the people I know. It'd be so cool.
That'd be so crazy.
Like custom. That'd be a crazy cameo. You know the app, the cameo app? Like put up the budget for it and they'll make a movie about your life. Like it'd be so sick. But no. Well, that was Hot Seat. Learning more about you.
I love it.
Now we'll go through some pop culture things. Tanner, have you seen Harry Potter movies?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
I got a puff flag right next to me.
You're a Hufflepuff?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it checks out.
Wow, that's so mean.
I don't think you're a bad dude, but I definitely think you are a cunning and clever individual.
No, I like agree. I the strengths and the weaknesses of that fit my personality. But Sir Michael Gambon, who played Dumbledore, the second Dumbledore, he did just pass away. So rest in peace to him. He's a legend. Love his character. I'm trying to get my kid to watch the Harry Potter movies, like so bad, because I love them. And
don't have time.
Yeah, that's true.
Bro, it's fall. You have to do a Harry Potter marathon in the fall. That's like rule number 1.
I barely have time to watch one movie a week.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
It's his work hours are a lot, and then
graphic design on top of it.
Yeah.
Or are you working for a company for graphic design right now? Actually, don't know.
No, I'm not. Right now, I just do my own stuff for graphic design. And I do Amazon delivery.
Oh gosh, Amazon delivery is crazy. Yeah. No, you're slammed.
So I work 4 days a week, and it's like I'm gone like 12 hours a day for 4 days.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Tanner, I don't know. Are you familiar with all the strikes going on in Hollywood?
Yes, the writer strikes. They're ballistic right now. It's only getting worse.
So the actors currently, like right now, the SAG is meeting with the studios right now as we speak. But this last week, the WGA strike ended because they came to a fair deal. Like they're getting different pay, things like that. But I wanted to read through the AI rules because I just found them interesting. So AI cannot create or alter literary content. It's not viewed as source material. Writers can opt to use AI, but it's not mandatory. Studios must inform writers if materials provided involve AI. And then writers can challenge AI. WGA can challenge AI's use of writers' content based on agreement. So it's very much like,
interesting.
You can't use it really. You can, but if you're the writer, like a studio can't be like, "Oh, you wrote this. I'm gonna plug it in here and let it do something."
Good. So, the way it should be.
It's just the actor stuff's the scariest. They want to be able to scan your body and then
for background actors, not for actors, but for the people that don't really get paid all that much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, background acting.
Never pay them.
Yeah, like pay for a day.
Literally one day, and then never have to pay for another one again.
That's crazy.
You're gonna have a giant library of faces already getting in.
Isn't that so weird?
Yeah, that's so wild, bro. What a time to be alive.
Have you guys heard of Quibble Cop?
Huh?
He's a YouTuber named Quibble Cop. You'll have to look this up after. It's like, I mean, he's ruining content creation. Micah, you'll hate it. Hate it. Basically, he's like a huge YouTuber about AI, but he's created an AI of himself that has a code that reacts to YouTube videos. So it's like him and like the top left of a screen, but it's AI. It's not actually him, and it's programmed to watch the video being played and commentate on it.
No way.
So he can just react to things, but it's not actually him taking the time to react to him. He's just plugging and playing a code. And it's like that's such bad. I hate that so much.
That's so awful.
So.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
I see what you're talking about. He posted a video 9 days ago that says the end of Quibble Cop AI, and then his recent videos actually have him reacting.
Yeah, because he was like trying to do a bait and switch, like he was stopping the AI thing. Then he's like, "Oh, guess what? We have the most advanced AI in the world right now," and it's he's like posting pictures of like a girl that's like he's like, "This is my AI girlfriend," and everyone's like, "You're a loser."
That's
Oh,
so weird
crazy.
though. That's crazy. Having a AI reaction channel.
It's not you. It's just
Honestly,
so
props on it. I mean, to be fair, props. That's infinite money glitch, but
yeah, literally.
Real.
You don't have to do
There's
anything.
there's I saw one video where it's like this is actually a stupid easy way to make money. What you do is you make like you use like the AI voice and then you plug in a topic into Chat GPT and then you say make me like a 10-minute script and then you just have like the topic and you just like some sort of pop culture topic where it's just like oh like the stripes and you just like have a 10-minute script about the stripes and then the AI voice reads it and then there's another channel that will like add clips that like match your audio and so then it will add clips to the audio and so then you just have to paste those to YouTube
And it's like
and so it's
a
like
video
20
essay.
yeah exactly it's literally like 20 minutes to make a video essay for a pop culture topic that you just slap onto YouTube.
I mean, I use ChatGPT for like ideas or like if I'm like trying to write something clever, I'll plug it in. But like you gotta if you use it, you gotta alter it.
honestly,
You can't plug
you know what? I use it for ideas. And one of the my favorite things to use it for is like really obscure like uh questions about different like language things. Like it's way better at getting answers than uh asking for different definitions or correct way to use words or different
Mhm.
kinds of things like that. There's a
Oh
lot of like in the English language, obviously we have like a ton of like slang and like really obscure ways to
mhm.
use words that aren't really like documented correctly. And so
Yeah.
I use it because it has an understanding of actual culture.
Mhm.
And so I use it in that way. That's really helpful.
It's just a glorified search engine that puts things together better than just Googling would.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the like Redeeming Reels, the other podcast that I do, like that name is generated from ChatGPT because I said, give me 100 names based on faith and film, and then I picked one. Like, so
This is actually really funny. This goes into a hot take that I have. I'll get there later. I'll leave.
okay, all right, we'll get there. Um, I have a hot take about this next thing we're gonna talk about, but that's not in my actual
We'll get
takes. It's not
there.
basically.
Oh, okay.
So you know, Ocean Gate, the submarine that exploded.
Oh yeah.
A film is in development about it.
No shot.
Thoughts, either of you?
I mean, it's not, I can guarantee it's not going to be a good movie.
But what's gonna like you?
It's not a good premise at all.
No one survived.
And yeah, exactly. And it's just like, it's just not a lot there, really.
Yeah.
And I can pretty much guarantee that the only people who can make this into a good movie are not the ones making it, because they wouldn't be interested in the topic. But you'd have to have such a good script and dialogue to make it a good movie.
And you'd have to be okay
That's
with making the ending. Everybody dies.
literally.
Yeah.
And then
You'd have
The
you'd
whole
have to
thing
have
would have to be like some existential like
yeah,
dread thriller
meaning of
with
life type
Mhm.
thing.
all dialogue, literally completely dialogue.
Yeah, you'd have to like make a backstory, probably like the conspiracies that they're like trying to run from the government or something like that. You'd have to like do
Oh god.
that.
Or I mean, I would say the only way that I would enjoy it is if it had, like I said, if it had a really good script and it was all just humanity based. Like it was
Yeah.
just a group of
Mhm.
like different people that all are in this awful situation and have to like come to terms with the fact that they're dying through a movie.
That would be cool. Like that would be
Yeah, but
interesting.
that's what I'm saying. It'd be interesting, but like I said, I guarantee the people who are making it don't have the capability or desire or patience to write that good of a script.
The people that are making it are probably the people that made it like 47 meters down.
Exactly. It's just gonna be
Or
garbage. It's
fall.
gonna be pushed out in like 6 months, and it's gonna be not good.
It's gonna be bad. Have you seen 47 meters down, Tanner?
No, and I have zero interest in seeing it.
It's
You should watch it. It's hilarious.
good. It's really bad.
It's a good movie to make fun of.
It is a good movie to make fun of. That is very true. Chris Sanders, he wrote and directed, Lilo and Stitch and How to Train Your Dragon.
Great movies.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, that's two really good movies.
Yeah, very good movies.
Obviously, How to Train Your Dragon, but Lilo and Stitch is a great movie too.
I love. So Chris Sanders he directed and wrote both How to Train Your Dragon and Lilo and Stitch. And he is writing and directing a new movie for DreamWorks called The Wild Robot. It's like a short story. The premise of it is when Robot Roz opens her eyes for the first time, she discovers that she is all alone on a remote wild island. She has no idea how she got there or what her purpose is, but she knows she needs to survive. After battling a violent storm and escaping a vicious bear attack, she realizes that her only hope of survival is adapting to her surroundings and learning from the island's unwelcoming animal inhabitants. So it's like a short children's story.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't it like a little
It's like a
children's book?
It's like a book. But this makes me I want to know your guys' thoughts. Like, I'm very excited for this. Like, this is such a cool thing.
That's super sick.
And considering like one of the last things that DreamWorks Animation gave us was Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
Yeah.
So if it's that animated style and like this robot in this jungle, like that's
well,
so
gonna be the art style for like the book, all the illustrations for the book and stuff are super interesting looking already.
Oh really?
If they made it in in an animation style like this, it'd be cool.
Yeah, and the dude, or he's got a clear proven track record as well.
Yeah.
Like, Tanner, you like Lilo and Stitch, right?
Oh yeah.
And what are your thoughts on How to Train Your Dragon?
One of the best animated movies out there.
Yeah, see. Yeah. You're on our wavelength.
Dude, the soundtrack for How to Train Your Dragon, the voice acting, like, plus it's dragons, like, how can you not?
Yeah, the world is sick.
Yeah, the world is so tight.
Gerard Butler's best role as the dad, the Viking dad.
Yeah.
True.
Just this is what I need in movies, like anime. I want original ideas. Well, I guess not original, but adapting cool things. Not sometimes what we get.
Unique world design. Not like, because I mean, How to Train a Dragon, everyone wants to train a dragon. But like the world design for it was very good.
Yeah, it was so interesting.
So fire. And the whole new animation style people love, so.
Yeah.
Did you watch Elemental, Tanner?
I did not.
Okay.
I saw the trailers and I thought it looked pretty mid, so I was just like,
It's like a cool
good?
world. It's a pretty mid
movie.
Okay. Yeah, it's valid.
Okay, here's an interesting take. Truth. The Marvels, so the newest MCU movie coming out in November.
Oh gosh.
Runtime clocked in at an hour and 45, making it the shortest movie in the MCU. Good, bad?
Good.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think it is good.
The less I
really
hate to
don't
say
think
it, but
they
the
could
less
have made it
Captain Marvel
longer.
better.
I don't know. She sucks in her movie, clearly.
True. As a character, she's sick. In her movie, she was awful.
And I like Brie Larson, so I don't know.
Dude, Brie Larson's in Fortnite.
It's ridiculous. So it's like Cobby lame now. What was I gonna say? I like Iman Vellani. Like, Miss Marvel was a fun show. And the chick who's in WandaVision is in it as well. So like,
she was cool.
I'm like semi excited. Like, I don't know.
Maybe I will go see it.
You gotta go see it. Nick Fury, the Flurgans, it's fun.
Nick Fury.
I haven't seen anything for
good anymore.
Huh?
Nick Fury doesn't make a movie good anymore though. for
That's true.
MCU thing
True.
good anymore.
Secret Invasion sucked.
Yeah, I still didn't watch
I
it.
didn't. I haven't seen it at all.
It's like really bad. I think it's the worst thing the MCU's ever done. I guess that's a hot take, but whatever. You guys haven't seen it, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I don't know. Comes out soon. Hopefully it'll be good. Have you seen? You've seen all the recent stuff though, Tanner. All the recent MCU stuff, like Guardians 3. You saw.
Guardians 3. I saw Love and Thunder.
Besides
I
Shove.
saw. Yeah, I've seen most of it.
Cool. Quick. Do we want to talk about the NFL?
I can hold my own a tiny bit. I know like 5%.
I guess
There's not really much to talk about.
okay. The Vikings won. Woohoo. I'm happy about
W.
it. They played really well in the third and fourth quarter, in my opinion.
They did.
They played well. The only thing that I would mention that's worth talking about is the Chiefs game last night was, I mean, the worst thing I've seen in a while. It was painful. Because Mikey, you saw the calls that were called and not called.
Yeah.
Painful. Clear, just jersey swap with the ref. I don't know. And then this whole Taylor Swift thing is, huh?
I saw you post that jersey swap meme. That was so funny.
Dude, that's how I felt. I'm not a Jets fan. I don't care. It's just I hate the Chiefs. But the Taylor Swift thing is really bothering me, like a lot.
Why?
Yeah.
It's annoying. Like
She should not be 90% of NFL content. We waited so long to get the NFL season back, and now all we hear every single week in sports reporting is about a pop star.
Okay, Tanner, here's what will make it annoying for you. I think this will do it. Okay. She walked in behind the scenes. Okay, this is like the commentators are talking.
This is hilarious.
This is so bad. She's walking in through security. And they're like, oh my gosh, Taylor Swift's here. She's walking in with Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds, Sean Levy, Blake Lively. And all they mention, they're all in the shot. And all they mention is that Taylor Swift is here.
That's crazy, actually. That's actually so crazy.
Yeah, that's the only person they cared about.
Is Taylor Swift. And there's 3 superstars, movie stars, are just...
That's ridiculous.
Chopped liver. I don't get it.
I also think that the media and memes are blowing a lot of this out of proportion because that's just how the world works right now. That's just how the world works right now.
Oh yeah, it's obviously engagement bait.
I don't mind she's going.
That's the biggest thing right now. Everywhere is engagement bait. Everyone does it. You just post something that is going to get absolutely taken over by engagement because of the people that support what you're saying and the people that hate it. So all they're doing is they're making sure everything they post is as controversial as possible.
I just find it weird. Do you know how many my perspective is how many celebrities go to football games? A lot. A lot.
A lot.
And Taylor Swift, obviously she's huge. I get it. She's talented. I get it. Whatever. The NFL's header on Twitter is pictures of Taylor. The NFL's bio on Instagram is the Chiefs are 2-0 as Swifties. Why? You're in a National Football League. I get it, social media, but that's so weird. It's just weird. I don't like it. Makes me.
It is pretty weird for a giant, an actual huge. They're a company. This is a huge company.
And it's not, if the Chiefs did it, whatever. They're the Chiefs. She's rooting for the Chiefs. But this is the national,
this is the whole organization.
It's just weird. It's weird.
It is weird.
I don't like it.
It is weird.
I don't like it at all.
It's definitely weird.
But
yeah.
We're going to see it till they break up, which would inevitably will happen. But although if they got married, that would be kind of crazy.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Oh, did I? Here's another one. This is the last one. I'm talking about this way too much. So I go into a staff meeting last week. And one of the admin, she's great. Love her. And she asked me, and her husband listens to this. So if you're listening to this, this is just a funny conversation. But she's like, what were you watching this week? And I was like, oh, I watched the Kelsey documentary. And she goes, she like asked me what it was. I was like, oh, it's about Jason Kelsey and brother Travis Kelsey. And she goes, and this is not what she meant. Just the way it came out was hilarious. She goes, oh, they're famous now because of Taylor Swift. And I was like, they're not. I was like, they're not famous now. They've been famous. She's like, well,
They've been famous.
they're more famous. And I was like, no, I know what you're saying. It was really funny. It was a really funny moment.
Oh, crazy.
But I was like, I feel like that's what Taylor Swift fans sometimes are like right now. But
yeah, true.
It was a very pure moment. Trailers. Watched. I believe everyone here watched all these.
I watched them all. Yeah.
Okay, first one is May December. I believe it's Julianne Moore and Natalie Portman. It's like I don't even know how to describe.
It's a thriller.
Yeah, it's basically Natalie Portman studying Julianne Moore's character to play her in a movie.
Yeah, and then there's like the whole romance between like the minor, and that was weird.
Yes, that's
but the whole trailer is like all their like taglines they're putting up is talking about how you're like gonna be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Watching the movie. So my opinion is the movie's not gonna be good. Because it is going to be. That is like one of the easiest ways for me to turn off a movie. If you just like actually make me uncomfortable, and so it's like if you're intentionally gonna try to make like not just like just discomfort. Like obviously I like scary movies, so I'm uncomfortable when I watch scary movies. But like there's things that are like just uncomfortably weird and like off limits, and this seems like a movie that's gonna like really push that.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Like Oppenheimer, you're uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable.
Yeah, it was uncomfortable for sure.
Did you see that, Tanner?
Because it was. Yeah, I love Oppenheimer. We both agreed it's like a hundo out of a hundo.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. It is the hundo out of a hundo. That is very true.
It's so good.
It's like a perfect movie. I don't care.
It's phenomenal.
But no, this movie got screened like 2 days ago at a film festival, and apparently people like it, but that's not saying much.
That's crazy. My bracelet broke, so that's why I'm like up and walking around. My bracelet broke, so that's why. Argyle looks sick.
Argyle. I assume you're watching for the plot, right? And the plot being, this is the whole meme. People are like, oh, I'm watching for the plot. The plot, Dua Lipa. But
no, Henry Cavill.
His hair, dude.
His hair
is so. No, this looks fun.
It looks really fun.
It reminds me of like Bullet Train.
I don't think it'll be as. I loved Bullet Train. I don't think it'll be as good as Bullet Train, but
it reminds me of. We'll see. It reminds me of what was that one with the like. It was the Netflix original. It was like the writer who was writing an action series. It's almost identical now that I think about it. He was writing an action series, and then like what he wrote in his book like came to life. It was that Netflix original. I think it was same guy. It was Paul Blart, I think.
Kevin James.
Kevin James, yeah.
It was Kevin James.
It's like the memoirs of an American assassin or something like that.
Yeah. Memoirs of an American. Yes, that's exactly what it was. That's exactly.
I remember watching that. Yeah, it is very similar. Yeah. That is very.
This just looks like
the memoirs of an international assassin.
Yeah. This looks a lot like that, and I loved that movie. I loved that. Movie.
It was a really fun movie.
It was really fun, and this seems like just a similar genre fun movie with essentially just a bigger cast.
Yeah,
I don't know just a bigger cast.
Because you have like Henry Cavill and Dua Lipa playing like these characters,
and
then you have Bryce Dallas Howard, who's huge.
Yeah,
Bryan Cranston,
and like he's just in there.
John Cena, Samuel Jackson, like that's some big names.
It's a star-studded cast.
Not to mention,
it is very similar to Bullet Train in that way.
The director, he made the Kingsman movies.
Yes,
and X-Men First Class.
Yeah, you can see a little bit of Kingsman in the trailer, in the main trailer that was shown.
For sure. So they seem like they're going to be very similar movies.
It looks, as many like, melodramatic or like very, contemplative movies I watch, I need movies like this where I'm like, oh, this is just fun, just a good time.
Exactly.
Fun movies should not be on the way out. I think there should be more of them.
Yeah, we need them. You need them. Just don't make them like unbearable.
Obviously, but then that would be a fun movie. So
that's true. Just make movies. That's
Sure.
what I'm. What's the next one we got? Blue-Eyed Samurai. This is a series.
Bro, it looks so sick.
It looks so cool.
Yeah.
So dope. It's like, it feels like Mulan, but like rated R and animated.
Yeah, that's accurate.
And like, it's just so dope. That animation, like that anime style of like pastel watercolor paint, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
I love that animation style. And to see like essentially like samurai and ronin of like feudal Japan. Oh, so good.
It's gonna be really good.
I actually might watch it because I don't really watch TV shows like that. But it's
neither do I anymore. But
yeah,
there's some TV shows I'll watch. I will definitely watch this one.
It looks so.
This is how the boys get started on anime.
Exactly. Well, we watch anime movies.
This is how you get started on anime. Next thing you know, you're going to be talking about One Piece, and you're going to each be like, all right, we each watched our 50 episodes. All right, let's talk about them.
Dude, there's so many One Piece episodes, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
I think 1,100.
Oh, it's unreal. That's so many. A24 is The Curse. Emma Stone, Benny Safdie, and then that one guy that does like weird reality TV shows.
I don't know what to think of this movie. I watched like 2 trailers and I just don't know what to think.
Yeah, I don't know what to think either. It looks.
People said that it's gonna be just that clip on repeat.
Oh.
That's the speculation is gonna be a riff on that, literally that, just repeating over and over again.
And
a
trailer?
and like a psychological thriller thing.
Did you know you could put?
I'm gonna watch it again.
Way. Well, sort of.
It's them filming the cut, and they're like, one more. And so people are saying it's just gonna be them repeating, picking cuts, like trying to do scenes.
The newest recruit on their squad.
Yeah,
and that's gonna be like the psychological, like, kind of commentary.
Mm-hmm.
Like the curse is the stardom or whatever that they're trapped.
Oh, interesting. That'd be fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past A24 to do that.
I love it. Tanner, have you seen many A24 movies?
I haven't seen a lot, no.
Yeah,
I know I've seen a couple, but I haven't seen a lot.
They're great. Like, I'm a big fan. I think Mike is a big fan as well.
I'm a big fan.
But and then the last one is Disney's new animated movie for their 100 years is called Wish. This looks so good.
Oh yeah, it is for their 100 years.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be crazy just because like they're gonna be celebrating their 100 years.
Yeah. We talked about it a lot. It just has to be. It has to be so magical. Like it has to be so Disney.
Yeah.
Like so like, it has to encapsulate 100 years of Disney.
Apparently, there's like a bunch of like Easter eggs about the history of Disney.
Probably, and that would be really smart to do to make it kind of like a
time capsule.
Yeah, it's kind of like a time capsule of like the entire thing.
I wonder if they're gonna do like real Disney, just this, like it's gonna be like an homage to the story of Walt Disney. That could be kind of cool.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
That would be cool.
I don't think it's gonna be that, but maybe.
I mean, it's about wishes and like not granting wishes. So I mean, it could be very similar. I mean, thematically, it's a lot like that. But they also have that, the the 100 years of all the characters, the short film coming out as
Yeah.
well,
Mhm.
which looks great.
It's one of like the few animated that Disney's come out with recently that I was like, oh, you know what? I would actually really like to see that in theater.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
'Cause,
go.
like,
I'm gonna go see it for sure.
Like Elemental. Geez, what other projects have they dropped recently?
Strange World.
I have no idea what that even is.
Good.
I didn't watch it.
It's really bad.
Just like a lot of their recent things have just been flops because they've been just trying to chuck out movies recently. It feels like, and this one actually feels like, yeah, you know what? I do want to see this.
Yeah, I'm excited. Chris Pine's the villain, which is sick. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so sick.
the baby, like, it's like a really cool, unique princess, I guess, with a funny animal sidekick like normal, you know. But
Exactly.
the baby goat that's got the deepest voice in the world, I just think that's so funny.
It's gonna be good.
Actually,
They
That actually made me laugh.
it looks like they're really hitting all the marks. Like they're actually doing a good job. So
Like, the music
Yes.
could be great. I love the
the
animation
music
style.
seemed like it was gonna be great, and the animation style is awesome. Like actually awesome.
People hate on it. People say it looks stupid and like unfinished. And I was like, it's
It
supposed
looks
to be
like-
storybook.
Yeah, it's like an
looks like-
homage to like old animation style, 2D animation.
It looks like it essentially looks like old animation and in Encanto.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah,
That's what it looks like.
yeah.
It's, I'm a fan.
Yeah,
Well-
I like it.
Are we ready to get into this?
Okay, so I don't
Yeah.
have a lot of MCU hot takes. I have a lot of just hot takes.
That's fine.
Okay.
We'll just go back and forth. Do you
Let's
want
do
to,
it.
Micah? Do you want to do the thing where you have to, if you break, or like you just want to just riff them back and forth?
Let's just riff them.
Let's just riff them. All right. If you hate it, argue. If you don't, agree. I guess.
We'll talk about it, move on. If we all agree.
Tanner, start us off.
Okay, this one was kind of talked about earlier, and I said I had a hot take about this. I said Chat GPT is more of a detriment than it is a benefit.
Yeah,
I agree.
I would agree.
I think
Good.
most people would disagree with you, but I agree with you.
Yeah, honestly, I think a lot of people have different opinions than us, though, on
My-
a lot of technological advancements.
My main two reasons for it is the writer's strike, just AI writing stuff. I don't want AI to steal art.
Yeah,
Not even just writing, just art in general.
Mhm.
I don't want AI to steal art, whether it be written, drawn, whatever, music. Anyway, also just like it makes it so easy for students just to not care about school anymore. Which like I hate school, but like I put effort into my essays. You know,
Yeah.
like I studied my topics for the night that I had to write the papers. But like I was listening to a kid in my high school group, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I just throw my essays into Chat GPT. I'd like 4 sentences per paragraph, and that's my paper, and I get A's." And I'm like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, like I don't try. Like why would I?" And I was like,
yeah,
"That's insane."
yeah. There's still a lot of benefit to be had in school. Obviously, everyone talks about
Mhm.
school structuring being poorly done, which it is for sure. There should
Oh,
be a
yeah.
lot more actual life applicable things being taught in
Mhm.
school. But like,
Yeah.
yeah, ChatGPT taking away from all beneficial things pretty much for students in school. Like you can do anything with it, and it's
Mhm.
causing kids to just have to put in actually like no effort.
Yeah, it's either just gonna be like the end of stereotypical school, and they're gonna start learning life things, or they're just gonna come out knowing nothing.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty valid take. I think those are really the two options.
It's true.
Yeah.
I agree. Micah?
You want me to go up? All right. Let's see. What should I start with? Family social media content is child exploitation.
Oh, interesting.
Oh,
Like
It should actually be a criminal offense.
like the LeBrant family and stuff.
If you're a family and you put your kids on camera as content, illegal. It should be illegal. It shouldn't be allowed on TikTok. You should not be able to film your kid. Yeah. They shouldn't be content. They should not be consumed content.
Wow.
Like that dude who does the podcast with his daughter, like Zeth, I think his name is
Yeah.
Zeth.
What about
You
that?
got that like, yeah,
I mean,
That's
it's
child- like-
wholesome, but I mean, you want to be fair? Yeah, that would still
That's-
probably consider that child exploitation.
Because
I mean,
he's not
the dude-
famous unless it's his.
Yeah, he's not famous unless she exists, and she's not famous, and she's not rich. Like she gets stuff, obviously, but he's the one who benefited from it mostly.
he buys her 2 toys, he gets $1 million in his pocket.
Exactly. Like, oh, everyone's like, oh my gosh, he's such a good dad. Like he's using the money, but really, he spent like $50 max, and he made a bunch off the video he posted about it.
Interesting. I don't know if I fully agree with it being like child exploitation and being illegal, but I do, like, now that you talk about it, I do think there is something that needs to be said about that.
There's definitely something that needs to be done. Yeah. One of the big things too, in driving this is like the thing that happened with the one TikTok little girl. I think her name was like Ray or something like that. But her
Addison Ray or something like that.
No. It was like a toddler. And she her mom was posting her, and it came out that people were like to the little girl, like old men and stuff. And
jeez.
people came out and were like, we found pages about it and different stuff, and like, you need to stop posting her online because these people are doing this to your child. And she ignored it and kept posting her. And I don't know if she still does to this day, but yeah, she didn't want to take her off the internet and stop making money and all this different stuff to protect her child.
That's crazy.
So stuff like that, knowing that there's people out there that would do that, that people like we just said, the Zeth, like what Sailor,
Mm-hmm.
there
Mhm.
is probably disgusting people out there that do stuff like
Yeah.
that, and it's like, yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Up, the movie Up, and Wall-E are not top 10 Pixar movies.
Well, Wall-E is, you got it half right.
I think Up is. So I think you're half wrong.
Both of you think I'm half wrong. That's funny.
No, he said you're half right. I said you're half wrong. Come on now, pay attention. I want to hear your reasoning.
Why?
Yeah.
Well, Wall-E, I just think there's better movies than Wall-E. I still think Wall-E's good. So like that's just, I just added that for effect. Like
He added it because he knew that I love Wall-E,
he loves Wall-E. I still think Wall-E's great. So like,
and he knows that I agree with the take about Up. So he added Wall-E to make it a hot take.
yeah, like I just think there are movies better than Wall-E. Like, but that's not saying much. Like, I have Wall-E at like 12 in my Pixar ranking or something like that, but I still love it. So like I've had like a 4.5 or 4 stars, something like that. So it's
Yeah.
Up, I think like Up, Wall-E's good. I like Wall-E. I just am being dumb. But Up,
You're being controversial.
Up, everyone remembers the first 15 minutes of that movie. Okay? And then, you know Paradise Falls? Okay? Up is on the top of Paradise Falls. And then that waterfall, Up, the movie, falls off that cliff after the first 15 minutes.
We've talked about this. It's the second half of the movie, probably more, is so uninteresting. The whole like dog thing and like the whole villain threat just doesn't make sense for the premise of the movie. Like the beginning of the movie and that focus should have carried out through the whole movie. Is such a black and white switch to go to like a villain with like talking dogs and like the creature and all this different stuff. it's like
It became
takes
less
away
about
from
his love
the
in adventure.
yeah, his love and all that stuff.
And it just became an adventure.
Like and with weird like
It just
you
became like this became like a greed thing. Like he wanted the animal, right? And he wanted to discover it. And then the whole premise was like it was like his childhood hero, and now he's a villain and he's mean, and it's like
yeah.
so for me, I was like, that's just like way less interesting than like the beginning of the movie.
Which is like the best thing Pixar's ever done.
Yeah.
Do you know the villain's name, Tanner?
Not a clue.
That's my point. His name's Charles Muntz.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So anyway,
I know it's adventure. I know it's adventurers out there, but that's all I got.
yeah.
Yeah.
The thing I will
Yeah.
say,
Okay.
like pieces of memorabilia and things that have come from it are pretty cool. Like all the, if creating your own custom storybook like they have, or
Yeah, the scrapbook stuff.
that stuff's cool. But anyway,
Yeah. No, I can give up.
hit us with another one.
This one's a hot one. Regular spaghetti, just like red sauce and meat, like the whatever you want to call that, like just like spaghetti. I think is one of the worst pastas.
I completely agree. I
I
actually have
agree
a
with you too.
similar. I have something similarly related to, like, loosely related to that as a hot take right now. But
Okay.
Like, just why when you can have like chicken Alfredo? Like I don't like
Yeah.
literally just go one step up and it's infinitely better.
there's so many pasta sauces and different kinds of
Pesto, dude.
pasta that you can have that are just so
Oh.
much better than red sauce and like meatballs. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. All right,
Yeah.
sick.
And yeah, so
Okay, not as hot as take as I thought. All right, dope.
well, I
I mean,
think
it's probably
there
a hot
is
take.
a lot of people that are hot taking like that. And the one that I had put down, which I won't really talk about because I mean it's sort of similar, but it's my reasons why I think this is the same reason. I'm not a fan of red sauce. I don't think it's
Yeah.
very good. And so my hot take I wrote down is that all red sauce pizza is mid. Because
All red
I
sauce
think
pizza.
pizza is mid. I
Mid.
think
I
if
agree.
you're not
Whoa.
putting uh, different sauces on your pizza, like I personally, anywhere I go, prefer to do pesto pizzas. That's like
Pesto pizza is good.
the best thing ever. But white sauce, barbecue sauce, I think it's pretty much anything you put on a pizza is gonna be better than red sauce.
Dude, a white sauce barbecue chicken pizza goes far. Or a barbecue
Yeah.
chicken pizza and like a white sauce chicken pizza. Chicken bacon
Yeah.
ranch, that's what it is. A white sauce chicken bacon
and
ranch.
bacon with any sauce but red sauce is gonna be better. I think that red
Yep.
sauce pizza should not be the default for pizza. I think that doesn't make any sense. Just like spaghetti shouldn't be a default for pasta.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know why we picked red sauce.
Yeah, I don't know either. It's overrated.
But for my let's go on a hot take. I'm gonna say this is recently we just rewatched some movies.
I have the same take probably.
I think Star Wars sequels and the Star Wars prequels are equal in how good they are.
I agree.
No.
This is coming from someone who thinks that the best Star Wars movie
Is
is Revenge of the Sith.
Then how on earth?
I think the first and second sequel are better than the Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones.
That's
I think
crazy.
that the sequel, if it had done just like slightly better on the first two movies and then not have the third movie be like obviously that it was god awful. If they would have made a good third movie and then made the first two movies literally just like if they would have just cut some things, like literally just like 15 to 30 minutes of content out of the first two movies, it would be up there with the original trilogy.
I don't hate this take, but I do disagree. I think how you feel about 7 and 8 is how I feel about 1 and like. I think if they cut the love dialogue from episode 2, it would be almost on par. It would be almost on par with episode 3.
No, I
But
think that's completely valid too, because I mean, like I said, I think they're equal. So I think if you fix things with the prequels, I think they would also be
I
as good
don't
or
hate
better than the
episode 8.
originals. But yeah,
I don't hate episode 8. I don't like 7 and 9. I
7
strongly dislike 9. I don't
7
hate
is
7.
just unoriginal, but
It's
not
just
bad.
A New
It's not
Hope.
bad in any way, but
It's just A New Hope.
it's literally just
7 is
unoriginal.
just
That's its
episode
only
4.
problem. Yeah, that's its only problem. Yeah.
I'll give you a Star Wars take, similar to Micah's, but this will you both will hate this. The Last Jedi is better than Revenge of the Sith and the third best Star Wars movie.
No. That's
It
just
might be the third best Star Wars movie, but that's because Revenge of the Sith is the first Star Wars movie.
I have Revenge of the Sith at 4, to be fair.
No, it's not third best.
I think it's third best. But...
That's whack.
Huh?
Could you hear me at all through any of that?
No.
Okay, I got a phone call and my watch, phone, and earbuds all started freaking out. So I was like,
Yeah, it just went silent.
Yeah, it went silent.
No, I have Empire, New Hope, Last Jedi, then Revenge of the Sith.
that's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, that is a crazy. Yeah. All right, Tanner.
That's very funny.
Trying to think of. Let's see here. Okay, this is a fun one. MySpace was the most innovative social media platform.
See, that's actually interesting. I think that is definitely a hot take because I think there's. Oh, I don't know if it's the most influential. It is obviously the start of social medias, but still.
Well, did you say influential?
I said most innovative.
Innovative.
I probably would have agreed. There's a new social media that
probably agree with that, but
both Mike and I have that I think is more innovative than that.
Like, what is it?
It's called Laps.
Oh yeah,
what is that?
Laps is pretty sick.
So so Be Real, right? Obviously, you take a picture, and you take 2 pictures a day, whatever. Laps essentially is you follow people, and you take a picture, and it takes time to develop. You can't edit it; it just develops like a what's it? Disposable camera, and then you can react, comment, and stuff like that. But it's
your only option is to either post it or archive it. And if you post it, it stays up for like 9 days and then goes off. Like it stays on people's feed for 9 days straight, and then
goes into an album that you can go look at. Yeah. I think that's
kind of
innovative. But
yeah, I like that.
I don't hate the.
I think it's the most innovative because like you had your top friends, which Facebook has your 6 most recent friends. I think if it were like MySpace was just like you could either select them or it would be like these are the people you most interact with.
Mm-hmm.
So like you could list those people. Also, it had theme music. It had theme music when you hopped onto someone's page. That was sick. And
actually,
if MySpace
Laps, you add a song to your profile.
Yeah.
Also,
that see,
it's just it is a great feature.
And you add a profile picture, and then above you, like your banner is like pictures, and it scrolls through pictures that you decide to put on there. So it's not just one picture; it goes through multiple.
Yeah, you see like a whole photo album basically.
That's cool. Yeah. And so like MySpace had something similar. It had like a profile picture and then a banner. It wasn't like a banner that you could upload. It was like pre-selected banners or something like that. Like think about it if MySpace continued, like even just past Facebook, like you'd be able to upload photos. You would be able to have like custom banners and all that sort of thing, and it would essentially just be Facebook with theme music and like a little bit stronger interaction.
Yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, I agree. I think it was super innovative. I think it was innovative in pushing social media And I think
Yes.
that Rye with Labs, what we're talking about is I think we think it's super innovative because it is pushing against social media.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
normal like conformities of like it's a lot less interaction. You have a lot less interaction with people and a lot less ways to interact. It's mostly just you're just sharing pictures
Mhm.
authentically and like with no expectations. Like there's really no
It's just
expectations and
You don't get
yeah.
likes.
Yeah, exactly.
it's just the next step of Be Real.
yeah,
I think so. I think
Pretty
it's
much,
better
yeah.
Be real, yeah.
There was a funny one, but I'm gonna go with I think that the set speed limits don't make sense when if you think about they were made in the 70s and 80s, right? They were posted 70s and 80s when cars didn't go as fast and were not as safe or well made.
You're out here just making sense right now. That's interesting.
So I think that speed limits could be faster in a lot of
I think you
situations.
should have a range.
Yeah,
Just essentially bump it up by like 10 miles per hour or something like that.
probably because there, and also that I mean it goes into another interesting topic is why do we make like Kia Souls go 130 miles an hour?
Yeah, true.
What is
That's
the point?
interesting.
Like, what's the point of pushing daily drivers to that limit? Like, you could just make them more affordable and make them not as impressive, and focus on the actual elements of the vehicle that people use every single day and make those better.
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
But yeah, interesting topic.
Oh man, I don't know. Where do I want to go here? Do you want to? Okay, here I'll give you options. Do you want a MCU take, a super or a adventure movie take, or a Disney song take?
I want a Disney song take. That's piqued my
Yeah.
interest. I'm so
Yes,
confused.
I also want that. Yeah.
Okay, On My Way from Brother Bear. You guys, this is the problem. This is the you guys are both gonna agree with me. This is the problem. And Jim's theme from Treasure Planet are the two best Disney songs ever.
On My Way's top two. It is definitely not two. So
Better than every Tarzan song, better than any princess song, better than everything. Like Mulan, like they're other great songs, but
I agree with Jim's theme. Duh.
tell me I'm on my way.
It's been so long since I've seen Brother Bear.
Gotta
that hurts.
watch it.
That hurts the heart.
You gotta watch it, dude. It's so good.
It has been a long time since I've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it gets better every single time I watch it.
Yeah, it's so good.
I love the Hercules soundtrack.
Go the Distance is so good.
Dude,
Yeah.
Go the Distance is so good.
Yeah,
That's why Disney movies haven't been as good.
the songs suck.
That's actually if you think about it, that's really the mark of whether a Disney movie is memorable or not. Like Encanto, people loved. It had a great soundtrack. Moana was like the last one before that people were like, "This is awesome, amazing soundtrack."
Yeah, Moana's got bangers.
That's really the standard, and that's so interesting. I never even thought about that. It's really the standard of whether or not the Disney movies stick.
I agree with you. I agree with
Crazy.
that. That's wild. How many more do you have, Tanner?
I have like 10 more.
Oh,
we can be done. We can be done.
We can do one or two more. Try to give your hottest.
I got a wild one.
Okay.
Mona Lisa sucks.
The most famous piece of art in the world.
I
Piece of art.
agree.
Mona Lisa sucks.
I agree. I don't think it's interesting.
I
So
don't.
I
don't
think
have-
art is so subjective. So there's probably a lot of people that agree with that. But yeah, I mean, for me, that's not interesting artwork, like portrait work in that way. It's not very interesting to me.
Yeah.
So I don't really think it's that impressive. But
Yeah.
there's a lot more artwork I've seen, even recent, like the dude that I was telling you about, right? Like a couple months ago or something.
Mm-hmm.
He's for me, that's like way more impressive. His ability to
Oh,
work
yeah.
like lighting and things like that is like just way cooler.
More
Mhm.
more important than just because is she
Than just
smiling or not?
Is she smiling?
Yeah, that's good. That is it's true.
My main reason for saying that is like the Mona Lisa is literally like this big. It's just like a regular sheet of paper. And in the Louvre, where they have the Mona Lisa, on the wall behind it, there is like almost a full 1-story painting of a different artist's depiction of the Last Supper. And like we're talking like 30 feet by 30 feet. Like it's insane.
Uh-huh.
And so it's just like, wow, there's this cool wall, and then there's like 50 to 100 people lined up behind you to get a picture of the Mona Lisa. And I'm like, why that when this?
Yeah,
Why
no,
that?
that's
when-
way more. Yeah, that's way more impressive. The scale.
That's crazy.
Mhm.
It's a good take though.
Yeah, that's definitely good. Let's see. I got a two-parter. Mutual duels and booby trapping should be legal.
Like booby trapping as a form of security.
Yeah, you should be able to place booby traps on your property.
And mutual duels, like we're gonna duel.
Like if you decided you wanted to duel to the death, two people legally
That's
signed and
crazy.
decided they wanted to fight to the death, like with a sword, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Should it be sport or should it be private?
Whichever.
I mean, technically, mutual duels in the sense of like they're already technically legal, with fighting. Like people have and will and can always die while fighting,
Right.
and that's for entertainment, obviously.
Clearly.
But this is more in like the private sense. It's like if you really just had beef with someone and they had beef with you and you guys wanted to fight to the death,
Go ahead.
have at it.
I saw something that said like duels should be acceptable, and honestly, I do agree with that. Like if you genuinely want to carry the beef that far, you should be able to.
By any means. I think that's valid.
It's just funny. Like
Because if you really, there's not gonna be that many people, and
take care of that.
two,
Bad.
I mean, what's really the issue if they both agree and it's contained and it's not detriment to anybody who's not already willing to do it?
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
Yeah.
I get you. Oh gosh. I have so many. I don't know what to pick. I want to get the best reaction. I'm gonna give you two because I think both of these. National Treasure is a better adventure movie than Indiana Jones Raiders of the Lost Ark.
That's wrong. That's okay. I forgive you anyway.
I don't know if I actually believe that.
I love National Treasure. That's just not a true statement.
It's not a better movie. I said better adventure movie.
It's not a better at anything.
I don't think it is.
Yeah.
I don't think it is.
That's funny.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a good take. It's a good hot take, but I
That's a good
don't think
hot
that's true.
Okay. Do both of you like Endgame?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the sense, I think it's good.
Then you're probably gonna. Mike, Endgame's a bad movie with great moments.
Yes. 100%
Yeah.
yes.
That's true.
Yeah. There's so many I
It's
got.
It's a great way. It's a great way to wrap up the series. As a movie, it sucked.
Oh yeah, and I don't think that they should have. That's the thing, is that it's a bad movie with good moments, and yet there's literally nothing they should have done different.
Yeah.
Like they literally did just what they were supposed to do.
Oh,
And it was
Yep.
perfect in that way, but it still was not a good movie. It's just great moments and great fanfare and an awesome ending.
I think the
Yeah.
best scene in that movie is not the portal scene or Cap wielding Mjolnir. I think the best scene in that movie is the conversation between Tony and his dad.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
just the best scene in the movie. Like, obviously, the other ones are sick, and like, obviously, it's cool. Like, you jumped out of your seat, you know. But like, it's Tony is the obviously the titular character. Like, he's the guy, and he's talking to his dad about. Oh, so cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are our hot takes. We have much more. So if you want to be offended, you gotta hit us up. Let us know. Remember that tier list we did one time, Tanner?
Yeah.
That was funny.
That was a good time.
Wrap it up with favorite film from each year, the last 10 years.
We'll get it.
Let's do it. Just go one by one. Do you want to start 2022 or start 2012?
Start 2012.
Let's do it. Tanner, kick us off.
Either The Amazing Spider-Man or The Avengers. I actually don't know which I prefer.
That's funny.
That's hilarious.
I did a.
I was gonna say, do you prefer TASM or TASM 2 more?
I prefer TASM more. TASM 2 Spider-Man is way better, but like the story just sucks.
Yeah.
That's pretty hilarious.
Yeah. I agree. All this stuff with Gwen, so good in TASM 2.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's so
I actually did when I was in 2012. I did a double feature of Amazing Spider-Man and Avengers. I bought the tickets for both of them, went, watched Amazing Spider-Man. As soon as it ended, hopped into the next theater and watched Avengers. Same day. It was like opening weekend for them. It was so sick.
sounds like how old would you have been? You would have been a 13-year-old's dream.
Yeah. Yes. It was in fact a 13-year-old dream.
Oh, that's great. Micah, what's your favorite movie of 2012?
Yeah, I would say either TASM or Django Unchained, but I need to rewatch that, so I don't know if I want to pick it.
But you've seen obviously
But
TASM a lot.
Yeah, I've seen TASM a lot. I love it.
You don't want to pick Thunderstruck with Kevin Durant?
That's a good one. It's tempting, but I did shy away from it.
Or Here Comes the Boom with Kevin James. Have you
Great
seen
movie. Unironically, great movie.
Oh gosh, it's so funny. My favorite movie of 2012. It was, The Avengers is up there, but it is a movie called Frances Ha, that I watched like a month and a half ago. Lady who directed Barbie is starring in it. It's great. Love it. It's like a black and white movie set in New York. It's so good.
That's sick.
2013. I think I know Tanner's. I have a guess.
You do. It's Man of Steel.
Yeah. That's valid, dude. It's so good.
It's a good movie. It's a very underrated movie.
I love it. What a talent, dude.
As far I like it a lot.
Yeah.
It is very underrated. I agree with that.
Yeah. It's not like breaking any records or being the best movie of all time anytime soon, but it's just a good Superman movie.
It is. It really is.
It's people. I can't believe people disagree with that.
I know. I don't get that. My pick for 2013 is Prisoners.
Over Secret Life.
Over Secret Life.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. My pick is Prisoners as well. There's great movies. Huh?
Never even heard of this movie.
Prisoners? Dude,
Never heard of it.
it's Hugh
That's
Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal.
That sounds fire.
It's
It'll
on
change their
Netflix
life.
if you have Netflix.
I do. Okay, cool.
It's like basically Hugh Jackman's daughter gets kidnapped, and Jake Gyllenhaal is the FBI agent, and Paul Dano is the villain.
Paul Dano, I'm in.
It's so good.
Sorta.
Yeah,
He's sorta the villain.
yeah, he's got some issues, but
He's it's a psychological thriller.
it's so.
I love psych thrillers.
So
You'd love it. It's so good.
it'll mess with you, and it's super intense.
100%. There's great movies in 2013. About Time, Her, Secret Life of Walter Mitty. The Jackie Robinson movie came out then. Now You See Me, Michael. You love Now You See Me.
Mm-hmm.
Guilty pleasure movie. Pacific Rim, dude. I love Pacific Rim.
I've never seen Pacific Rim, and it's one of the most Tanner movies out there.
It's so fun. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
It is probably one of the more fun movies. It is just like any other movie that's like just mid-range in terms of quality, but so loved.
It's in the movie kind of subgenre of sci-fi movies that aren't the best, but they bang so hard. Like,
But they bang so hard.
Yeah, it's so good.
That's true. That's true though.
Yeah. 2014? Yeah, on to 2014. There's a lot of good stuff.
First of all, what a year for movies.
Dude, this is good stuff here.
This was hard.
Yeah.
This was hard. For me, I had to say John Wick.
Yeah, it's so valid. It's such a good. Oh. Have you seen the fourth one?
Oh, of course. I saw it like opening week.
Oh, it's so good too. Gosh.
So good.
There's so many movies to pick from here.
Yeah, I mean there's John Wick. I mean there's Nightcrawler, Whiplash, Grand Budapest,
Interstellar.
That's gonna be my pick for sure.
Yeah,
it's my number one movie of all time. So
that makes sense.
There's Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, which I think is the most underrated sequel ever.
Big Hero 6, Captain America 2, Guardians.
Big Hero 6 is so underrated also.
It's so good.
It is so good.
How to Train Your Dragon 2 came out this year.
Oh yeah.
Oh goodness. Boyhood, Fury, Gone Girl.
Yeah, Fury Road, dude. Oh,
Maze Runner came out. Yeah.
Oh no, wait, that's the next year. Just kidding.
One of the better Godzillas came out.
Yes.
Sniper took
the
over
movie
the
that
world.
we reviewed on last time you were on, Chef.
Yeah.
Came out.
Great.
That's a great movie too. Days of Future Past. What a year. But mine is Whiplash. That's my favorite movie of 2014. Yeah. So good. J.K. Simmons is just.
He's so good. J.K. Simmons is one of the best actors, I think.
He's the best comic book casting of all time.
Yes. And you could be referring to Omni-Man or J. Jonah Jameson, and I would be okay with either of those.
I haven't seen Invincible.
Dude!
Micah, I don't think you've seen it either.
I haven't either. Actually, I watched one episode and I decided I didn't have time to give it to just. I want to watch it so bad. I started it after I watched The Boys.
You can't watch both those at the same time.
Yeah. And I was like, I really, really want to watch this, and I don't think I have the time to give it, to watch it all the way through in a timely manner. So then I forgot about it, honestly, until right now. But I want to see it so bad.
Well, season 2 is coming out this year. Oh, wow. I think November this year. So.
Dang, I need to get on that.
I'll watch it then, to be honest.
Yeah. 2015. There's a lot of good here. You have Fan Four Stick, Pixels, Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, Alvin and the Chipmunks Road Trip, Daddy's Home.
Unironically, good movie. Daddy's Home, unironically, good movie.
I don't like Will Ferrell, so I can't say that, but it's fine. What's your favorite? There's a lot here.
I said Inside Out or Mad Max.
That's yeah.
Two
That's the-
super
that's
opposite
the-
ends of the spectrum. That's why I don't know how to pick. I
Right,
honestly
yeah.
don't know how to
That's-
pick.
That's valid. Those are
Hmm.
the two picks. I'll be honest. Those are definitely the two picks, and I mean, those are mine also.
Those are mine as well. Like
Yeah.
Sicario is really good, and then
I would
like
say the Revenant's really good. I like the Lobster a lot.
The Big Short. Have you ever seen The Big Short?
Big Short's good.
Mhm.
Big Short's like a funny biopic. Steve Carell, Ryan
Furious
Gosling, Christian
7.
Bale. Furious
There's
7.
there was a point in time I would have picked Furious 7.
Furious 7's like good in the sense that like it was sad.
Yeah, it was sad.
But all right. 2016. I'm not gonna lie, this is the hardest for me.
This was a good year.
This one was hard for me too.
This
but
is
honest-
really hard.
Yeah, I picked my movie pretty quick.
I know what I picked as well. Like, but Tanner, what do you got?
I got Deadpool.
Yes.
It's so good.
It's such a good movie.
That's such a great pick.
It's
yeah.
so good.
It's so funny. Talk about
Yeah,
another
that-
good comic book casting.
That was on there for me too.
Mhm.
And then there were so many deep cutting movies, dude. Manchester by the Sea.
Yep.
And then you got Moonlight was really good. Obviously, Arrival's like one of the
best
better sci-fi movies ever made. And
So
then
good.
animated Your Name.
A Silent
and
Voice.
A Silent Voice. One of my
Moana.
favorite comedies, The Nice Guys.
The Nice Guys and Popstar Never Stop Stopping.
Never stop,
Yep.
never stopping.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Never Stopping. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's just so many.
Silence.
Good
That's one of my
movies.
favorite movies.
But I picked the least likely for me when I was in 2016,
Uh-huh.
and I went with La La Land.
Good movie.
I as well went with La La Land. I adore that movie. I watch it at least once a month. Like
It's honestly like a comfort movie. It's so
Yeah.
good.
it's
It's
I can't-
so good.
We just named like 15 movies and didn't mention that Civil War came out this year. Like that's crazy. Yeah. And like Rogue One came out that year. Zootopia. Wow, what a year.
Seriously.
2016 is when it really picked up movies.
2016 is one of my favorite years. My highest rated, so like on Letterboxd with the stats, you can look at like what decade you have the highest rated. My highest rated decade is the 1970s.
That's wild.
Such a
That is
film
wild.
bro. Another great year, 2017. Tanner,
Yes.
the year that we graduated, the year that we met.
True. And dude, man, what a year for movies.
Ah, it's another great one.
My favorite was Logan.
That was in my top two. I didn't know which one to pick. But
Yeah, I'll just say that's my favorite as well as Logan.
Yeah.
And I'll be different. I didn't pick Logan. It was in my top two though.
It's
But
so
I
good
picked
though.
I picked 2049.
Blade Runner.
Yeah. Yep.
That's so. Oh, dude. Ryan Gosling
Dude.
is literally me.
2017 had Guardians 2, Ragnarok, Justice League, Baby Driver, Wonder Woman, John Wick 2, Greatest Showman, and It.
Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Homecoming. Yep.
Coco.
Coco, The Last Jedi.
Last Jedi. Yep.
Peak.
I don't know. It had Lady Bird. That's
Oh.
an amazing movie.
Mm-hmm.
A Ghost Story. God, it's crazy.
Dude, it had Boss Baby. What do you mean? That's the best movie
True.
of the decade.
I had the Big Sick. The Wind
That
River.
first Reformed. Did you say Get Out?
Oh,
I don't
so
know if
good.
anyone said Get Out. I thought someone did, but
Paddington
So
2.
Baywatch.
The Lego Batman movie.
good movie.
The Emoji Movie.
That's so good.
No,
There's-
so many good movies.
Baby Driver. Good Time. Yeah, there's a lot. 2018. Now we're getting to, oh gosh.
Mine's easy for 2018.
I figured it would be.
Yeah.
It's between that and something else for me, but it is.
Yeah. It's a Quiet Place.
Oh, duh. I forgot that's one of your favorite movies. Duh.
One of my top 5.
I know. I forgot. because
What do you think it was?
I thought it was Into
You
the
thought you were gonna
Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse, yeah.
Oh, that's my second pick.
It's great. It's great.
And I think you and I had the same picks, but
I probably, but
Okay.
The
Well, okay.
Meg.
First, you guys say yours, and I have a question about 2018 movies.
okay. Oh, you have a. I got you.
Yeah. You guys say yours, then I have a question
I
about
thought you
2018
said.
Yeah,
movies.
I think
yeah,
you
he
said
said-
before you say yours.
no, he said after.
Wait.
For Ryan, there's a lot of movies that are not really, I guess, super popular that we love.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, so for us, Beautiful Boy. For
Yeah.
me, more so mid '90s. We both love Ready Player One.
We
Game
both
Good
Night.
movie.
Set It Up, the rom-com with Glenn Powell, is
Yep.
just awesome. Game
The
Night.
Meg. The Meg.
The Meg is peak. The Meg 2 is the greatest movie of all time.
Free Solo.
That's your favorite?
No,
Oh,
but
is
that
your
is that was this year. And
Infinity War? Like,
Mm-hmm.
Infinity War. That's crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna pick Spider-Verse.
I'm gonna pick Beautiful Boy. I prefer it over Spider-Verse personally, not probably critically. But what's your question?
Have you guys seen
Yes.
Nick Cage, Mandy?
No.
You want to talk one of the weirdest, trippiest, most psychological whack movies you will ever see. Go watch Mandy.
Mandy.
So
2018.
I will give you,
Yeah.
I'll give you the plot. Nick Cage moves off into the woods with his wife to start like just kind of like a solo life, living in the forest, just doing his own thing. A cult comes by and says, "Wow, that's an attractive wife. You guys should come join our cult where we all love each other." And Nick Cage goes, "Nope, we're just trying to do our own thing. Get out of here." They steal his wife and kill her because that's what cults do. And so Nick Cage goes on a murder spree and goes and murders the cult. But it is so filled with some of the craziest cinematography and colors and just like psychedelics I've ever seen. I don't know how to describe the cinematography. I just don't.
People like
It says-
The plot, huh?
It says it's catapulted into a phantasmagoric journey filled with bloody vengeance laced with fire.
Yes.
I think I know what our movie of the week is next week, Micah. That's
Like-
crazy.
I also cannot stress enough how weird it is, but also how emotional it is. It's like kind of heavy. It's weird.
Interesting.
My interest is peaked.
Yeah, it's
to
like
be
a
honest.
horror thriller. That sounds great.
It's
Nick
it
Cage.
is it's one of my favorite movies. Pretty much the only reason it doesn't crack my top 10 is just because of how weird it is.
Okay. That's cool. That sounds like a great watch. Oh, also, by the way, the Velocipaster came out in 2018.
Man, I have to change my top pick real quick.
Velocipaster is on top.
The best movie of all time.
Real.
The best movie of all time. Oh man. 2019.
This one was hard for me. This one was really hard for
Oh
me.
gosh.
Okay. Right. I will give you my top 4, and you have to guess which one is my fave.
Okay.
All right. Joker, Endgame, John Wick 3, Knives Out.
So many good movies.
I'm gonna guess. I don't think it's Joker or Endgame. I'm gonna guess Knives Out.
It's John Wick 3, but
Oh.
Knives Out is definitely my second pick.
I love John Wick 3.
Oh, dude.
So
It's
good.
I don't know if John Wick 3 is my favorite or John Wick 1 is my favorite. I don't know.
Mine's 4.
Yeah.
But 4 was just like a trip and a half.
I think the only reason 4 isn't my favorite is just because John Wick 1 is my favorite. The introduction to John Wick was so good. It was so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's very true.
crazy.
I love it.
This one wasn't that tough for me. There's a lot of good movies.
I think we
but
might have the same one, Micah.
We might. Mine's mine's definitely not an expected one that most people aren't gonna look at this and be like, yeah, that movie.
It's the most underrated movie of all time.
I'm picking Sound of Metal.
Oh, interesting. Then we don't have the same. That movie's so good, dude. Riz Ahmed is just awesome.
I loved it.
Parasite came out this year.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that movie's insane.
Personally, it's between two that I just deeply love. So my second would be a movie called Our Friend, but my favorite is probably a movie. It's called Driveways, that Micah introduced me to. That's just, I think, one of the just best. I think it's the best movie about what it means to like the concept like love thy neighbor, like that. I feel like it embodies that. It's not even a Christian movie, but it's just.
I
like,
forgot, bro. I thought that Driveways was 2020, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I probably would have picked Driveways, but
Yeah. Knives Out.
definitely between those two though that I said.
Have you seen Marriage Story, Tanner?
I have not.
That's like a heartbreaking watch.
Oh gosh.
It's Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson.
It's literally just a story of divorce.
Yeah, it's sad.
Oh gosh.
It's literally.
I
just
don't, dude.
about
I can't
them
do
going through a nasty
heartbreak
divorce.
movies.
Oh, really?
I can't do heartbreak movies. I just cry like a baby.
Same. Yeah, there's some great movies that came out this year or that year. Klaus, goodness, what a movie. 2020 COVID. This is tough.
This was like probably the quickest pick I've ever had for this.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm gonna guess. Actually, give me options. I'm gonna guess.
Well, I only wrote down 2.
Okay. Is it to Disney?
No,
Oh,
neither of them are Disney.
dude, is it okay? If I get this right, you owe me something. Is it Candace Against the Universe?
No, it is not.
Okay, never mind. Then.
That's Disney. I said it's not Disney.
Oh, then I don't know.
A Quiet Place 2.
Probably.
I actually haven't seen A Quiet Place 2.
It's not as good as the first one,
No, it's not.
but it's still good. It's still good.
That's interesting though.
Then I really have no idea.
Tenet.
Oh, great movie.
That is a great
Yeah.
movie.
What's the other one you wrote down?
Extraction.
Another banger.
Oh yeah, that's a great.
I would say
movie,
it's John Wick, but with Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah. That's
true.
accurate.
I really don't know, Micah, what you're gonna say.
I didn't know what I was gonna pick either. I had 3 options that are so different.
What are you?
I don't know.
What were
my
the options?
My option. One of them you haven't seen, so you couldn't really say anything on it. But Borat.
Yeah.
Good movie.
That came out in 2020.
The second one did.
Mhm.
The first one came out in like the early 2000s.
Like 2005.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
The second one is Soul,
Yep.
and my third
Mhm.
one's Nomadland, which you haven't seen.
Oh, I have not seen that. And you're going with?
What do you think?
Think Soul.
I did. I picked Soul.
I think you tend to, if you're stuck between, I think you tend to pick animation.
That's probably valid, yeah.
For me, there's a lot. I really like Onward. Shout out to The Last Dance. I love the I Still Believe movie, even though it's not like the best, the Jeremy Camp movie. Love that. But I'm gonna have to go with Minari. It's like a South Korean film, I want to say. Really, really good. Very, very sad as well. But I love Tenet. I love Palm Springs, dude. And if you're looking for like a good rom-com, with Andy Samberg, Palm Springs. You gotta watch it.
The Devil.
Okay.
That was a pretty good movie. Pretty tough watch.
Yeah. And okay, 2021. Now we're back. Cinema's
We're
back.
It makes me sad that I picked this one, but just like the emotional reaction that I had to it, like than the other ones. My favorite's No Way Home. Just like
It's not. You're not wrong there. Like it's just.
But like also, I won't say my other ones, but just because you guys need to go. But just No Way Home. It was just so good. It was so good.
It's like a moment in history. Like it.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a thing. It was more impactful for me than Endgame was. Like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So.
Mhm.
Wow. Not the Zack Snyder's Justice League.
That was in my top 3.
It's great. I love
It's
it.
so
Takes forever to watch, but
Sure does.
there is a movie that I would be willing to bet money you guys would not have put in your top 20 movies from 2021. That's in my top 3.
Okay.
It might be in your top 20. It might be.
Did we watch it in Hildebrand?
No,
Okay, it's not that.
because I know exactly what movie you're talking about.
A
And
week
it's not
away.
that.
A week away.
A week away, baby.
Dude, oh, it's
Not
not a great movie. Top 20. I'm looking at all the movies I've seen.
I think you've seen this one.
What's the genre?
Comedy.
Okay.
Hmm.
Oh, I really don't know then.
I have no idea.
I have no
Honestly.
Free Guy?
No,
Maybe
but
Suicide
that one would have
Squad.
been in my top 10. Huh?
Maybe Suicide Squad.
No, I haven't seen the new Suicide Squad.
Oh, it's great.
I've heard it's really good. I've heard it's really good.
Yeah, all right. I'm done guessing. Let me hear it.
Tom and Jerry the movie.
Oh, yeah.
I legitimately loved that movie. I thought it was so funny.
I enjoyed it a lot.
It's
too.
such a fun movie. Oh my gosh, I had a great
Well-
time watching. I watched that in Texas with Micah.
Yeah,
the
we
first time I
watched it
visited.
together. Yep.
Oh, it's fun. Micah, what's
But-
your fave?
We might have the same one.
I'm between two,
I'm between two also, but I don't know if it's the same two.
probably.
I'm gonna go with On the Count of Three,
You still-
but my other option was really The Summit of the Gods.
Oh, my other option was Dune. It's Dune or On the Count of Three.
Dune was on mine.
Dune's so
Dune
good.
is on mine.
I
yeah,
can't
it's
wait
on
for
mine
Dune
as
Part
well.
2.
Bro.
Me
Oh.
Stupid strikes. Well, it's not the strikes. It's not their fault. The studios piss me off because we would have had Dune like in 2 weeks or something. A month
Yeah.
maybe.
I feel like Dune 2 is going to be like everything that people were looking for in a Dune movie,
Yeah.
but they needed to have Dune 1. They needed to have it.
Yeah, that's what people don't get. There's
Dune
so
1 was
much
so good,
content
too.
to have to be had in Dune. Like you can't just if they would have just jumped into this second movie, which I agree is going to be what everyone wants in a Dune movie. If they would have just went straight into it, it would not have the impact as it will now
No.
with the world building that they set up.
Yeah, not even a little bit.
It was completely necessary to make the first movie.
Yeah.
And people can say it's boring all they want, but it's completely necessary.
It's also not that.
Yes.
No, it's also I actually enjoyed it.
I will admit during the very long drawn out politics scene, it was the one where they were in the meeting room on oh my gosh, I'm spacing the planet. Anywho, there was the first very long politics scene. I did black out for like 3 minutes.
The first time I watched it, I fell asleep because I started at midnight. But that's not.
Yeah,
It is because it's not like exciting. It's
Yeah.
but it's really good.
But then you rewatch it and you're just like, oh,
You're like, wow.
Yeah.
literally. Mhm.
Also, shout out to the Jungle Cruise movie. My favorite.
Fun movie.
Favorite The Rock movie. Last but not least,
This was the easiest decision. You know.
This is
Did
my
we all
easiest.
pick the same three or the same?
I think we all picked the same one.
No, we didn't.
Oh well, I think you and I did then.
Yeah, Tanner
All
and
right.
Micah did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shocker.
Yeah.
The Batman.
The Batman is great.
Right, you didn't pick that movie?
Nah.
I don't know how you
What?
didn't pick that movie.
Because you know what movie I like more.
Do I?
Yes, you do, because it's your fourth favorite
Wait.
movie.
Oh, I didn't know you had that above the Batman.
Yeah, it's a movie called After Sun. It's my favorite movie of. It's my third favorite movie of all time. It's like
Interesting.
these are my top 3 movies right here. Stand by Me, Good Will Hunting, After Sun. The Batman's right up here. This is not in order or anything, but I love the Batman. Don't get me wrong, it's the best Batman movie there is, but
Hands down.
After Sun is just my favorite of the year. Like, I don't know. Top Gun Maverick was great. I mean, there were so many good movies this last year. Puss in Boots, Babylon. Yeah. Nope. Hustle. Elvis. Did you watch Elvis? Elvis is so good.
I did not watch Elvis.
Elvis is really good once.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Austin Butler's just really good.
His performance is actually insane, but
I can't believe he didn't win Best Actor. Everything Everywhere All at Once is good still, but yeah.
yep. Well, it's been a time.
It has been a time.
Has been a time.
Some would even say the best time. I'm getting a call. Should I answer it?
Who is it?
It's Brighton.
Bright Juan. I don't care.
I don't care. Do it.
Oh, he hung up. I took too long. He's impatient. Anyway.
Well, yeah, it was a good episode.
Mm-hmm.
We actually talked about a lot. We had a lot to talk about, but not a lot of segments, so it's
great.
pretty good.
It was fun.
We got to know Tanner more.
Yeah. Thank you for coming
tape
on.
And favorite films.
Yeah. Happy to. A good time.
Alrighty.
Well, with that being said, would you like to say? Oh, there's a confetti.
Wait, is it?
I think
don't
it's
know what
hand
it-
stuff. I think it's hand stuff. I'm gonna be completely honest.
That's what she said. I've been watching The Office so much.
You're the worst.
I'm so sorry. I'm a youth pastor. Okay.
Would you like to send us off with the ending statement?
Do you know what it is, Tanner?
I don't. I'm a fraud.
Here.
I think you definitely do know what it is, but
If I message you on Instagram, will you see it?
A reminder.
I turned on my notifications, but for some reason they're not showing up. Text me.
All right. Oh, jeez. Okay. I just texted you it.
Yes, I do know that. Okay, yeah. All right, ladies and gents, boys and girls, children of all ages, just remember, life's tough. Go get a helmet.